found like $1,000 here, dude.
Yeah, that just happened.
Oh yeah, that was alive.
These 32 real fishing encounters, all caught on camera, reveal the dark side of a simple day on the water. Let's dive in. On April 1st, 2025, Gage Towles was fishing in Florida when his day took a tense and unexpected turn.
You know what?
Get going, bro.
We're all fucking war veterans. We're all raised.
Well, thank you for your service, bro.
And you're gonna talk shit.
Thank you for your service, bro. But that doesn't give you the right.
Pussy ass fuck.
All right, bro. All right, whatever. I appreciate you for your service, bro. But you don't gotta run through the middle of the bridge, bro.
Dude, if your guy doesn't have his fucking lights
That's
on,
not my guy, bro. That's just another fucking dude, bro.
you have to have lights on.
My lights were on, bro.
Motherfucking lights.
My lights were on.
Somebody hits you, guess what the fuck happens? You die, nothing happens to me.
Right, okay, bro. Keep thinking that.
Earlier that day, something had occurred between Gage, another fisherman, and a man named Brock Horner. Suddenly, things escalated.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know if that's what you want to hear, bro.
Yeah, you should apologize, motherfucker.
But, bro.
More than you can possibly fathom in your wild motherfucking dream.
Me too, bro. I'm out here all the time, bro.
I'm 300 days a year on the motherfucking water.
All right, bro.
Every day, I'm the best charter captain you'll ever meet in your motherfucking life.
All right,
If
bro.
you cuss me out.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please, bro.
Don't hit the button.
Please, okay, please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Bro, I'm a kid, bro. Please.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
You're gonna cuss me the fuck out.
All right, bro.
In the middle of the
No, bro. Please, bro. Please,
Get me back to my
bro.
boat.
Okay, please.
Fucking apologize.
I'm sorry, bro. That was not me, bro.
Yes, it was,
I know I
motherfucker.
was here, but my buddy was
Take
on the
me
boat.
back
Yes,
to
sir.
work.
I'm a kid, bro. Please, bro.
I don't care. You don't cuss me
Yes,
the fuck
sir.
out.
All
and
right.
talk shit to me, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
You don't do it.
Clearly shaken, Gage kept his composure and worked to defuse the confrontation. The aggressive outburst was disturbing, something that never should have happened. Thankfully, he left the situation unharmed. Later, Brock Horner was arrested on charges of burglary and assault. While wing foiling near the shore, a man was suddenly struck by a shark and knocked unconscious. It happened so quickly that no one even understood what had occurred at first. Barely making it out, he surfaced, shaken and gasping for air. In the end, he felt fortunate, believing he had crossed into the shark's path, rather than the other way around. Andrew McGowan was an adventurer who set out to kayak solo across the Tasman Sea, aiming to travel from Australia to New Zealand. His first attempt, in December 2006, ended on the very first night. He couldn't stay warm inside the cramped cockpit. Undeterred, he tried again on January 11th, 2007. A month later, his kayak was discovered partially flooded, just 30 nautical miles from Milford Sound. Andrew was nowhere to be found, and he was officially reported lost at sea. Mounted on his kayak was a small camera meant to document the journey. When the vessel was recovered, so was the footage, believed to be the last video recorded before his unexplained disappearance. A couple was out magnet fishing in Queens, New York, when their line snagged something unusually heavy. After some effort, they hauled up an old mud-caked safe from the water. Not expecting much, they pried it open.
Loft? Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's money.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
It's
No
just
way.
destroyed money.
No way.
Yep. Oh!
Oh!
Oh, it is! Stacks of bills, dude. Hundreds. Oh my God! Woo! We just found like $1,000 here, dude. Guys,
No way.
there's nothing we can really do with them. I'm gonna have to send it to the government. Look at this. Stacks of hundreds. Hundreds, guys. This is the find of our lives. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another stack.
No
Oh
way.
my God. Babe, more money. Holy shit, guys. It's all hundreds.
Oh my God.
Oh, we have like $20,000 here. Stacks Stacks, baby!
To their shock, the safe was stuffed with cash, about $80,000 in total. It was the catch of a lifetime. The NYPD later confirmed they could keep the money, and if the bills weren't too damaged, a bank might still replace them. Still, questions remained. Whose money was it? Why was it dumped? And was it stolen? They never got the answers. But judging by their reaction, they didn't seem to mind. A group of people was fishing beneath a bridge when, without warning, it happened.
Oh! Are you alright? Yo, I'm good.
A massive chunk of ice plummeted from roughly 50 feet above, crashing down dangerously close to them. It could have ended in disaster, but somehow everyone escaped without injury. They were incredibly lucky to avoid it. After a calm day of fishing, a man stopped at a nearby public restroom. The moment he stepped inside, it began.
Yo, what the? What the? Bro. There's nobody in here. Yo!
There was no sign of anyone, just silence. He stood frozen, unsettled by the experience. The scream had been real, far too clear to be imagined, yet no one was anywhere in sight. David Breckenridge Doyle was fishing with his kids when the outing suddenly took an unexpected turn.
Fuck! Ow, ow, ow! Don't move! No. You're gonna have to go to the hospital. It's okay! It's okay! Accidents happen. It's not a big deal. No, you're not in trouble. Accidents happen. Willow, do you not see what you just did? You pierced my nose with the fishing pole. I don't know yet. I can't even see. Right now I'm gonna cut the line. It's not your fault, Willow. I walked up behind you while you were casting. It's okay, guys. Don't freak out. Yeah, that just happened.
Rather than panicking or getting upset, David stayed calm and dealt with the situation like a pro. His composure in such a tense moment showed exactly what a steady, level-headed parent looks like. One day, a man went out magnet fishing. Most of what he pulled from the water was nothing but scrap metal and junk, until he snagged an old knife, still in its sheath, looking like it hadn't seen daylight in decades. But it was his final throw that truly unsettled him. He hauled in a stick, and attached to it was a disturbing doll, its face covered in needles like some kind of twisted voodoo charm. Checking the back, he found a small transparent bag tied to it, its contents unknown. Feeling uneasy, he packed up quickly, only to wander into a nearby cemetery by mistake. Alone and spooked, he was relieved when he eventually managed to find his way back out. Tim Shadrack, a 54-year-old Australian fisherman, set sail from Mexico's Baja Peninsula with his dog, Bella, bound for French Polynesia. But only weeks into the voyage, disaster struck. A violent storm crippled his catamaran's electronics, leaving them adrift with no navigation and no way to call for help. For 3 long months, they drifted alone across the Pacific. At last, a helicopter from a tuna fishing company spotted their weathered vessel.
Big dog, man. Hi, sir. You speak English? Yeah. How are you doing? You okay? Hi, my name is Andres. We need to know if you have any drugs or weapons on board.
No, I have no drugs or weapons.
Are you sure?
I'm sure, yeah, you can check everything. I just got fishing gear, survival gear.
Do you have a knife on your... Can I get it, please? No, we don't bag. Take it out, please. Okay, can I get your name, please?
Tim Shaddock.
Okay, where are you from?
Oh, you're.
I'm recording.
Oh, you're recording. Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
Yeah. Do you have the date of your departure?
Yes. I departed Mexico on
Where from Mexico?
La Paz.
La Paz?
The rescuers tossed him a drink and dispatched a speedboat to bring him in. Tim had survived by eating raw fish and collecting rainwater. After enduring an ordeal few could imagine, he finally made it home to Australia, reuniting with his family at last. A family was kayaking in the ocean, enjoying a peaceful day, when something enormous rose from the depths. They quickly shouted a warning to one of the kayakers, as a massive shark began gliding in their direction. Thankfully, the kayaker kept calm and managed to reach shore safely, completely unharmed. Still, it's unsettling to think just how close they came to real danger. A man was fishing in the middle of a river when he spotted something unusual drifting nearby. At first, he couldn't tell what it was, but as he moved closer, he realized it was a sloth struggling to stay above water. Without hesitation, he pulled the animal onto his boat, likely saving it from drowning. When the clip was first shared online without any explanation, viewers were puzzled. Many even mistook the sloth for some strange aquatic creature. But once the full story came out, the truth was clear. Thanks to the man's quick thinking, the sloth got a second chance at life. Sloths aren't exactly natural swimmers, and this one had definitely gotten lucky. Back in the 1930s, a deep-sea diver was lowered to an incredible depth of 3,000 feet. Far beyond the 600-foot limit his heavy iron suit was built to withstand. It was an extremely dangerous gamble. The crushing pressure at that depth could flatten a man like a tin can. He disappeared into the black void below, his crew left waiting anxiously on the surface, unsure if he would ever return alive. The tension grew as they began hauling him back up. When he finally broke the surface, silent and motionless inside the massive suit, no one dared guess his fate, until he shifted slightly, proving he had survived. While fishing on the beach, a man stumbled upon something truly unsettling.
The crocodile head that washed up on the beach at St. Lucia. Just come stand close to it, my darling, just so people can see the size. Put your hand on its head. Enormous crocodile, bitten in half by a shark. I would estimate probably about 3.5 meters.
The severed head of a crocodile washed ashore at St. Lucia. It was enormous and appeared to have been bitten in half by a shark. He estimated the crocodile would have been about 3.5 meters long. Finding a giant crocodile head so close to the shoreline was bizarre enough, but what made it stranger was that crocodiles aren't usually seen by the sea. How did it end up there? Perhaps the result of a violent fight in the wild, or something far more mysterious. While fishing deep in the forest, a man's calm, quiet day was suddenly broken by something unexpected.
Whoa, what the heck? What the heck was that? There's a fish. What in the heck was that, bro? What in the world? Bro, what?
There was no one else around, only dense trees and still water. Whatever the sound was, it rattled him enough to make him pack up quickly and leave. Later, he said he had never heard anything like it before, and in that moment, he felt completely exposed. Wendy Jackson was fishing near Moram Beach by Stanley Lands when she spotted a massive jellyfish washed up on shore.
Well, I've got to say to date, that is the biggest jellyfish. That's my foot. Dead! Sorry. Dead spam. Whoa, be careful.
Experts believe strong tides likely pulled it in from deeper waters. While it's a rare and fascinating sight, authorities have reminded the public not to touch it. Even dead jellyfish can still sting. They urge people to report any such sightings instead. Definitely not something you want to get too close to. While trekking across the muddy flats of a remote island in Pilbara, one of the group almost stepped on something truly unsettling.
That is psycho. That is the creepiest looking thing I've ever seen. Oh yeah, he just moved.
Right, we're not doing this to harm him, just to see if he snaps.
Oh yeah, no, he's alive.
Oh
my god!
That's gonna haunt me in my...
Can we keep looking to see if we can find a pair of spare underpants? That was creepy!
It was alive, slimy, alien-looking, and unlike anything they'd seen before. The thought of actually stepping on it sent shivers down their spines. So, what do you think this creature could be? While fishing with his son on the River Trent in Burton, England, John Anderson captured a photograph of something unusual. Near Newton Road, they spotted a figure, still, silent, and gone far too quickly to be human. A local psychic later suggested the apparition resembled a young woman, possibly linked to the area's dark history. She noted that parts of Burton, especially around Andrassy Bridge, had long been associated with death and witchcraft. In the 17th and 18th centuries, it was even rumored to be a site of child sacrifices. Whatever John saw that day, he was certain it was real. Later, while crossing the muddy flats of a remote island in Pilbara, a woman was staring out of a window when something unusual in the water caught her attention. Curious, she zoomed in with her camera, and the sight left her in disbelief. Several men seemed to be calmly seated around a table, completely underwater. The image appeared far too realistic to be staged, yet it also seemed impossible. Some speculated it could have been a reflection from inside the room behind the glass. But how could a simple reflection create such a flawless, unnervingly eerie illusion? To this day, no one has been able to fully explain it. A lifeboat crew spotted a man drifting alone on a makeshift raft, moving away from the coast of England. The raft was piled high with bags, and the man lay flat on his back, wearing a cycling helmet and clutching a small sail, his only means of propulsion.
I'm France for asylum. You're going to France for asylum? Yeah. All right.
He refused help.
He refused any assistance, insisting he wasn't trying to reach England at all. His goal was France, where he planned to seek asylum. The crew stayed calm, but they couldn't just leave him adrift. Eventually, they warned him about the worsening weather and how far off course he had already drifted. That's when he finally agreed to come aboard. What they didn't know at the time was that they had just rescued a fugitive wanted for murder. As the lifeboat returned with the man on board, the station received a call from police, asking his name, age, and other details. When it became clear this man could be dangerous, the crew's safety became the top priority. Fortunately, everyone made it back unharmed, and the man was later arrested and taken into custody. A blue marlin suddenly leapt onto the boat, and for a moment it seemed like disaster was inevitable. But by sheer luck, the man managed to avoid injury and walked away unharmed. A man was returning a base to the swamp, expecting it to be a routine release, but the moment the fish hit the water, it suddenly turned aggressive.
Going back in the fucking water. Swim off, you beautiful, beautiful Ah! I just got that on fucking video.
It missed his hand by mere inches, but its intent was obvious. It nearly took a finger. Only after watching the footage later did he realize just how close it had been, and that his quick reflexes were what saved him.
Going straight at you.
He's going straight at you, Joe.
The polar bear advanced with intent, as if preparing to attack. But just before the situation could turn deadly, something caused it to hesitate. Likely the boat idling close by. It was a dangerously close encounter. A man was out fishing in a kayak with his friend when it happened.
Oh my God!
Lightning struck the water alarmingly close, nearly hitting them. It was a terrifying near miss. Still shaken, they paddled back toward shore, hoping the storm wouldn't deliver another strike. Fortunately, it never did. A short, mysterious video supposedly filmed in Russia was posted on Reddit, asking if anyone could identify what it showed. Viewers quickly noted that the lush greenery in the clip looked more like tropical vegetation, particularly water hyacinth, casting doubt on the claim that it was from Russia. The creature's unusual movements left many puzzled, though most concluded it was likely a river dolphin, specifically a bodo from the Amazon, possibly injured or disabled. Others suggested it could be a manatee or even a large catfish suffering from scoliosis. Whatever it was, one thing seemed certain: it definitely wasn't Russian. Someone had jumped into the sea, but the currents were too strong, trapping him in place. Realizing he was in trouble, others dove in to help, only to find themselves caught as well. One by one pulled in by the relentless force of the water. For what felt like an eternity, none of them could break free, and the situation kept deteriorating. Fortunately, it was later confirmed that everyone managed to get out alive, but it was far too close to disaster. Two fishermen set out into the Gulf of Mexico, expecting nothing more than an ordinary day on the water, but within 20 minutes, calm skies gave way to a massive storm barreling toward them.
Okay, Troy. Hey, we're here. Holy crap, man. This is one of the worst things I've ever been in a boat. You're looking around, that's the only daylight there is left. We are heading into some dangerous weather. We are out in some serious situation in the Gulf of Mexico.
With no way to turn back, they pushed forward into the chaos. Lightning flashed now and then, briefly illuminating a solid wall of gray ahead. For over an hour, they fought through massive swells and punishing winds. Finally, they broke through to calmer waters, shaky but safe, with the storm now behind them. These men were fishing late at night when they noticed something unusual moving through the water.
Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at that long one. He just disintegrates. They just disintegrate. Look, there's another long one right there. He disintegrates. Oh, look at this long one. What is that? They're everywhere. Hold on. Watch this. Look at that guy. You see that guy? What are these?
What are these? The creatures were long and worm-like, but the strangest part was how they vanished into a cloud of murky water the moment they were touched. What could they have been? YouTuber Fish on Fishel returned to his favorite fishing spot, this time bringing his kids along. Everything felt normal and peaceful. But later, while editing the footage, he noticed something deeply unsettling. In the trees, a dark, shadowy figure appeared to be standing perfectly still. He explained that they hadn't seen it at the time, and it would have been nearly impossible to miss in person. The discovery left them shocked. Some viewers claimed it was simply pareidolia, a trick of light and shadow, while others believed it might be something far more sinister. The truth, however, was never uncovered. Two men were packing up after a long night of fishing. Just as they got into the car, it happened. A loud screeching sound tore through the darkness. It didn't come from a single direction. Instead, it seemed to surround them. A chill ran down their spines. Who, or what, was out there with them that night? Fortunately, whatever was making the sound never revealed itself, remaining hidden somewhere in the forest shadows. While paddleboarding on a lake, a man spotted something disturbing and began filming. A whirlpool had begun to form, steadily growing larger and pulling in everything around it. The most unsettling part was the mystery. Where was all the water and debris going? Some speculated it could lead into massive underwater caves, rumored to be large enough to swallow entire cities or create new tunnels and dangerous sinkholes. Fortunately, the man managed to paddle to shore just in time. Kenny, an avid traveler, shares his outdoor adventures with viewers on his YouTube channel, Kenny of All Trades. On March 2nd, 2024, he set up camp beside a peaceful lake, planning to do some ice fishing. Out of nowhere, the flasher lit up completely.
Out of nowhere, the flasher completely lit up. And I'm thinking, is that all fish? But looks like it's just bubbles coming to the surface. There we go. There we go. What do we got? Sunny. Awesome. These are smelling delicious. I think it's time to come out. All right, taste test time. Look at that. Believe me, that's going to be good.
After catching a few fish and preparing dinner, everything seemed perfect. But as night fell and he got ready for bed, things changed.
This is strange. I came outside. Holy buckets. It's like 11:30 at night. Someone completely unloaded a magazine out here. At first I thought it was the lake, but no, not after that.
The sound of gunfire echoed in the distance, drawing closer. Then, just as suddenly, it stopped. Who or what was out there and what was going on? Feeling uneasy, Kenny locked himself inside his RV, hoping the night would pass without further incident. Thankfully, it did. But he was left wondering what really happened out there in the dark. While exploring a beach in Kauai, a Reddit user stumbled upon something unexpected.
We are not sure what we found. I mean, Amber found it, but I've been helping digging because this is pretty cool. So at the edge where Amber's feet are, though, kind of it goes into a
Corner.
A what, Amber?
Corner.
Like a corner. So we don't know if it's like a door or what, but we haven't found the end of it. And all we have is that shovel.
And it's deep.
We have is that shovel in our hands, and it's taking a while. We're trying to see if we see any writing on it or something.
Nothing yet.
We need a big ass shovel. But this is pretty cool, though. I mean,
yeah.
Thought it was an anchor at first, but since it's
got a line going. It's pretty
square.
At first, they thought it might be an anchor, but the straight lines and square shape made them suspect otherwise. Maybe a box or even a shipping container. What they had actually uncovered was a massive concrete structure buried deep beneath the sand. Even after hours of digging, they couldn't reach the bottom. As daylight began to fade, they had no choice but to stop, leaving only part of it exposed. No inscriptions, no markings, nothing to reveal its origin or purpose. Its sheer size and mystery left everyone wondering what could be hidden beneath the sand. If you have a theory, share it in the comments. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.